here enjoying the rain on my porch. Hopefully I'm louder than the rain, but we will see. Thank you for catching me live and also for checking out the replay. Hi guys. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Good morning. Good morning. I'm crazy, right? In this flood watch situation, I'm on my porch. I've got my Luke Cage on, y'all. Anybody watching Luke Cage? Y'all watching Luke Cage on Netflix? I got my hoodie on. I'm about to do some Shiro things. Some real Shiro things. Ooh, sounds beautiful. Rain is really relaxing, isn't it? Like, I could not wake up this morning. Usually by a good 6 o'clock, I'm up. I couldn't do it because of the rain. I am safe. Thank you for asking that. Bless God, I've got family in Florida. They are safe as well. Sending love and light and prayers to friends and family in the Caribbean. I know that it's been a struggle, and it's a blessing to be able to sit here in this space and not feel like, oh my God, freaked out. But yes, I am here with you guys on the porch in the rain because, as I said, whether I want to or not, whether I'm tired or not, I've committed myself to 21 days, sharing 21 ways that you can monetize now. It's your girl, LaShanda Henry here, a.k.a. Sister Sense. If you've been here before, drop in the comment box that phrase, that phase. Fire, 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 fire. I see the hearts already. Thank you, thank you. Rhonda's here. Shu is here. All my ladies are in the house. So hello. Decadent Butters is back and she's got the fire out. Hello. Thank you, ladies and gents, for joining me. If this is something that you feel like your circle should hear, you want to tweet it and you want to tell your followers, come on, we're talking about Monetize now, especially on the weekend, right? For my 9 to 5 entrepreneurs, when you have that time on the weekend that you can really power through to your best business this is the right time to do that. So, okay, I'm going to flip that back. I told you I'm getting my Luke Cage on right now, but it's not too chilly. It may get a little bit chillier, so I'll put it back on with my WordPress emblem. I feel like a serious Shiro right now. I don't know if you've been noticing, but I've been rocking my WordPress these past few days. So yes, Monetize now, 21 ways to monetize. We are on day number 3 in the series, counting down to my Monetize Now Back to Business virtual conference happening over at backtobusiness.me. It is literally 19 days away, y'all. I hope that you have registered. I've shared with you guys, if you want to register because you are watching me here in Periscope World, you can use the code I am in to register. I've been saying to you guys, you can register with the code I am in and get 21% off because I'm knocking down the 21 days. But I said, you know what? I would love to have you all in specifically this weekend because the couple of the Monetize Now masterclasses are coming out this weekend. They're coming out today. So I said, you know what? For the next couple of hours that I'm doing live and I'm uploading the masterclasses, I'm going to let you guys get half off if you use the code I am in. I am in, IAMIN. And again, you can register over at backtobusiness.me, the place to be if you want to learn how to monetize now. So, okay, let's talk about that. What that means, what that looks like. We started this off 2 days ago, and I said one of the things that you want to do is have a call me page so that if people are picking your brain, you can get paid for that, right? People want to ask you questions. You can have an opportunity for them to get on the phone and talk to you, and you get paid for people picking your brain. That was day number 1. Day number 2 yesterday, I said, listen, you are already paying into the subscription model. How? Well, every single month, your bills have got you on lock, right? Real talk, if your bills have got you on lock, every single month you're paying into the subscription model. So as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, one of the things that you should do to generate multiple streams of income is to create your own subscription models as well. So I shared some ideas about that yesterday. Hopefully you saw that. Again, you can watch the replays here on periscope.tv/SistaSense if you missed any of those. And today I'm going to talk about another monetization model that I absolutely love. But before I do, I want to share a few quotes with you. Number one, I started this and I said to you all, especially my 9-to-5 entrepreneurs, because I used to be a 9-to-5 girl. God bless, I've been living and loving in North Carolina for going on 9 years now, and in that time I've had the opportunity to work at home and have a home-based business, but I used to be a 9-to-5 girl. And listen, you can get fired from your job. This is the quote. This is the message. I shared this before. I want you to take it to heart. You can get fired from your job, but you can never get fired from your gift. So find your gift and you will never be out of work. That's the power quote that we started this whole thing on. That's why I'm motivated to share with you guys the importance of monetizing now, so that regardless of the job that you're in, regardless of the industry that you're in, you always know how to maximize your gifts and get paid. Yes, if you want to register for backtobusiness.me, you can use that code IMN and get 50% off just for a little while, just for the next 3 hours. Then that's going back to 21% off, okay? But again, I want to make sure that the weekend is your awesome time to rock it out and get inside and watch some of the masterclass sessions and work with me, especially when you guys are, if you're 9-to-5ers and you've got limited time, the weekend is the best time to rock it out and work on your business. So that's my motivation for you to jump at it and head over to backtobusiness.me to make sure that you register, okay? So yesterday when I talked about subscription models, I said, how many people are authors? How many people have books or ebooks? Drop a yes in the comment box if you have a book or an ebook. I share, again, a lot of different great ideas, ways that you can create a subscription-based model. One of the things I said to you all was, if you've got a book, if you've got like 3 to 6 books or 3 to 6 ebooks, you can create your own subscription where people can sign up, your readers, your fans who love to read your stuff. They can sign up, and for 3 months or 6 months or 12 months, depending upon how much content you have, they can get a book or an ebook a month from you, kind of your own little book club, right? So I talked about one subscription model for authors. Now today I'm going to talk about power PDFs, because one of the things I want you to do is I want you to think like an bookpreneur. That's not my quote. That's actually one of the ladies who's speaking Back to Business this year, LaShanda Davis. She's an amazing author. She's a serious bookpreneur. She has her own publishing company, and she's talking about all things as far as thinking like a bookpreneur. When you take that book and you leverage it and you multiple streams of income, you tap into your profit potential by creating other products and services based on that particular book. So today, Monetize Now, I'm going to talk about other power PDFs other than books, okay? Other than books. There are some great power PDFs that you should be creating, that you can create relatively quickly, so that you have these amazing low price point offers that you can share to your audience, that you can use to monetize and bring in additional income into your business, okay? So if you are an author and you do have books, I'm going to assume that you know what ebooks are. I'm not even going to talk about ebooks today, because everybody knows what an ebook is, right? Everybody knows what an ebook is, and if you are selling physical books, I'm going to assume that you also are selling the ebook version, because that is just as important. But again, I'm going to talk about other type of power PDFs that are awesome. Thank you for the hearts and the love, y'all. Now, let me start off. Like I said, the quote for today is think like a bookpreneur, so that's what we're focused on. Let me start off by just telling you a little bit about me. If you don't really know me or much about me, because I don't really talk about all the ins and outs of me all the time, I am a diabetic, unfortunately. You know, I'm a sweet girl. I got the sugars. And I want to say about 2-3 weeks ago, I was online and I was on a completely random site. I think it was like a blog, a reading blog or something. But then I saw this little thing about a 7-day meal plan for diabetics, like how to lower your sugar. So I clicked on it, watched the video, bought this book on how to lower your sugar, and really what motivated me to buy the book was the 7-day meal plan, okay? So anybody here interested in health and wellness? By the way, you can drop a yes in the comment box if you're somebody who's interested in health and wellness. I'm asking you this because one of the power PDFs that you can create is your own personal plan that you can share with others, okay? If you are in health and wellness, if you share recommendations, if you share recipes, putting together your own meal plan and sharing that is a really great way to create a power PDF that you can profit from. Okay, one of the awesome ladies that I follow, her blog is on Black women and weight loss, and one of the things that she sells on her blog are her meal plans. You know, she's a sister girl, she lost a lot of weight, and she was very strategic in how she did it, and so she just shares her meal plans with others, and she sells that on her website. Any moms here, drop a yes in the comment box if you are a mom or a parent. A yes in the comment box to let me know. I am a fellow mommypreneur, and one of the things that I struggled with my son was figuring out what to put in his lunchbox. Real talk, he's almost 10, and there are still days in which I'm like, oh my God, what do I put in your lunchbox? Oh my God. So there are lots of mommy bloggers and mompreneurs out there who have created lunchbox meal plans, and they sell those on their website, right? For the mompreneurs out there, for the busy mommies out there like myself who's like, I don't know what to put in this doggone kid's lunchbox. They've mastered it. They put great photos in there. They've made it easy, okay? So I've given you 3 examples. A meal plan for people on weight loss, a meal plan for diabetics, a meal plan for people who have kids and they don't know what the hell to put in their lunchbox, right? Those are 3 different types of meal plans. These are power PDFs. They don't have to be long. They don't have to be 100, 200, 300-page book. It just has to be great information that people are looking for, okay? Because people are looking for a couple of things. Number one, they're looking for fast. They're looking for easy. They're looking for no-brainers. And if you think about people in your industry, yes, number one, create a personal plan that you can share with others. If you think about people in your industry and they are struggling with something that they need fast, easy, no-brainers, what power PDF that can you create to share with your audience, okay, that people would love? Like, just, oh my God, just, I can't. I can't. Like, when I got that PDF on my meal plan, I was happy. When I saw PDFs about, you know, what to put in the lunchbox, I was over the moon because it just makes my life easier. Good morning, sweetie. Welcome, Faye. Good morning. Makes my life easier. So I want you to think about Power PDFs as one possible. Listen, I've got like 10 different types of Power PDFs that you can create. So when you register over at backtobusiness.me, number one, you get access to all the live trainings that we're doing in a couple of weeks. We're counting down 19 days into the live virtual series Back to Business. One of the amazing women entrepreneurs who is speaking is Sheena Davis, and her session is on how to think like a bookpreneur. She's going to talk about how you can really leverage and maximize the profit potentials of your books into other products and services. So inspired by that, I'm talking about Power PDFs. The first one I talked about was creating your own personal meal plan. I'm doing master classes. I've got about 21 master classes that you can watch online. They're video webinars. The one that I'm doing on how to create Power PDFs, I share 10 different kinds. I'm going to go through about maybe 3 or 4 with you here, but the whole list is in the Back to Business series. And like I said, for the next 3 hours, you can get half off of everything in Back to Business, the virtual series for women entrepreneurs, by using the code I am in, and remember the website is backtobusiness.me. So listen, at the end of the day, your purpose in life is to share what you know and to figure out smart ways to monetize what you know, okay? So if there are things that you know that you can turn into a personal plan and turn that into a little PDF that you can monetize and sell, it's gold. It's absolutely gold, okay? So that's one. I'm going to go into the next one, all right? Now, as you know, I always got to have my trusty notebook here so that I can stay on point with you guys. So let's see. I talked about the meal plan. May. I did this in May. So as you know, I do periodic masterminds with my community, my Firestarter Circle mastermind. And one of the things that I did earlier on in the summer, like May, June, I did a 10-day challenge with my community. I said, ladies, for the next 10 days, I'm going to give you different ways in which you can create. Hey Tracy, welcome sweetie. Glad to have you here. I said I'm going to give you some really awesome smart ways that you can create your own blog content, because you're entrepreneurs, you need to have more consistent content on your blog. So for 10 days, we're going to create 100 posts. Okay. So that's what I did. I created a challenge. Now I want you to be able to do that for your community. Okay. So now we're going to come up with a concept that you can create for your community, because trust me, the 10-day challenge was awesome. I love to, when I do things, I show my audience how to do it so that they can basically kind of follow my strategy. And so I created my 100 posts, and I had content from May to August. So now that, it's the final quarter of the year, I think I might just do this for y'all. Faye, I know you remind me, Faye, I might just do this for you guys for the final quarter of the year. Do it again, because it was just so much fun. Doing the 100 days of blog content in 10 days. Okay, we knocked it out. But that's one way in which you have something that's really great that you know how to do, that you can share with your community, right? So monetizing what you know is really essential. Yes, thank you for sharing that. So let me show you what that looks like, okay? Number one, you want to, let's do it again. Okay, good. You want to do that again? Awesome. Remind me, because some of you guys are in my mastermind, just email me, sistersense@gmail.com, say, LaShanda, I want to do the 10-day 100 blog post challenge again so I can kick off the new year with some awesome, great content. I'll do it again. I don't know if you guys know this, but one of the options to register for Back to Business, the final option, the big option, is that you can get access to my 90-day mastermind, and you can rock out with me if you're not already in my Fire Starter Circle. And again, for the next 3 hours, you can get half off registration if you use the code IAMIN. So in addition to our 2 virtual sessions each month, I will do, because you guys wanted it, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the 10-day challenge on how you can create 100 days worth of blog content, because it was really fun. So, okay, let's talk about how you can do that, how you can create your own Power PDF. This Power PDF is called How to Create Your Own Idea Guide. Your own idea guide. So I'm a blogger, I'm an entrepreneur, but I tell people I can't blog every day because I got to do other stuff in the business. I got to do client calls, I got to do websites. So I came up with this great system on how I could, in 10 days, create 100 posts and get it done quickly, schedule them out. So literally between May and August, every day content was going out, and I didn't have to write content every day. That was my great idea, and I shared that with my community. So let's now brainstorm how you can create your own great idea guide that you can turn into a Power PDF, okay? So the first thing that you're gonna do here is you're gonna think about one area in your industry that you absolutely love, that you absolutely are an expert in, that you kill all day, every day. You like, you're awesome at it, okay? Now, like I said, I am not a blogger, I'm an entrepreneur, but one of the things that I've learned is how to blog for business, how to use my blog to attract people to me, right? So I teach other people how to blog for business, right? So you want to think about one area that you kill, that you're an expert in, that you can put your foot in, that you're awesome in. That's number one, okay? One area. The next thing that you want to think about, and again, for me giving you an example, that for me is one area is blogging. The next thing that you want to do is think about one aspect of that area that you can talk about, right? That people need help in, a big area that people need help in, okay? So for me, when it comes to blogging, when entrepreneurs come to me, one of the things they struggle at with blogging is, what the hell do I blog about? Like, real talk, what do I... Hey, Tony, it's so good to see you here, sweetie. I was about to email you this week, too. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I got to inbox you. So if you inbox me first, awesome. But it's good to have you here. So you think about one area that you're really an expert in, and number two, one aspect of that area that people need help in, that they struggle with. For me, that was blogging. The one aspect is, what do I write about, right? So what area? So then I said, okay, well, people struggle with blog content, so I'm going to share with them 10 different kinds of blog content that they can create. Okay, so that's my 10 different kinds. So for each of the 10 different ways, we did 10 different posts. Bam, we got 100 posts in 10 days and knocked that out. That's what we did, okay? So for you, you think about one area you're good at, what they really, really need help in. So dig down one specific aspect of that area they really need help in. Then the last piece is creating at least 7 to 10 great ideas that you can share with them. So it's a no-brainer for them. They don't have to think about it. You've basically just given them all the ideas, and now they just have to produce on the based on that idea. They have to create based on what you've given them, okay? That's an idea guide. You can create something like that, 20, 30 pages. Doesn't have to be 100, 300 pages. Powerful, because again, people are looking for fast, easy, no-brainers, okay? If you're the expert in your field, you can create this and share that with them, and you can monetize it as well. So can anyone think about, you can drop a 1 in the comment box, if you can think about right now something that you can use to create your own really awesome idea guide. And guess what? If you focus on an aspect that people really need, that people really, 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 really struggle with, it's easier to sell it, because people want to buy the things that they desperately need. Back in the day when I was learning how to be an information entrepreneur, I purchased this book. It was called Desperate Buyers Only. I was like, okay, how the hell do I sell ebooks? I bought this ebook. It was called Desperate Buyers Only. And real talk, people buy things they really, 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 really want, and they buy things that they really, 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 really need. Okay, so figuring out what they struggle with is awesome. Okay, I see Tracy here. Tracy is my resident resume writer. She is the creator of the Resume Workshop. And listen, real talk, I know people all day, every day when they come to me, and they're trying to find a job. Because remember, I told you, people are losing their jobs. So you can get fired from a job, but you can't get fired from your gift, right? But those who are looking for jobs, one of the biggest struggles is online applications. I literally was talking to somebody very close to me this week, and they were like, back in the day, you could go into the job with your resume, you could talk to somebody real. Like, she was just like, oh, in tears about this on the phone. And nowadays, you got to do the online applications. What the hell? I don't know what to do, right? So if you give people who are desperate for information in an area that you are an expert in, if you give them great ideas, if you create your own Power PDF of great ideas, you're going to help them. Because remember, the first Power PDF I said is create your own personal plan, right? People want meal plans all day, every day. They're desperate for something that's going to help them or help their kids or help their family, help their finances. Then also thinking about for yourself, creating an idea guide, because people are looking for ideas. If you've mastered something, if you have a system or a process that works really well for you, give them that idea guide and they will love you for it. They will pay you for it, which is why monetizing now is so essential. So as I mentioned to you all before, Tyshina Davis, she's one of the amazing entrepreneurs that is going to be speaking at Back to Business this year. She's going to talk about how to think like a bookpreneur. So that was the first quote that I gave you guys when I started today. I said, think like a bookpreneur. If you're writers, if you are information entrepreneurs, somebody said, heart it up, I appreciate you. Thank you for that. You want to maximize your information. Don't just have a book and you're sitting there at that flea market or you're sitting there vending at that conference praying for somebody to come to your page and buy your book. Don't just do that. Find other smart ways to tap into profit potential. Power PDFs are an awesome way to do it. I've got about 10 of them to share with you guys. Once you register, I just saw somebody registered. Awesome. backtobusiness.me, and over the course of the next 3 hours, because it's the weekend, and I want to make sure that you guys will rock out the weekend and get this stuff done, you can sign up for the next 3 hours using the code IAMIN over at backtobusiness.me and get half off, okay? This is one of those things. It's a now or never situation. If you want half off now, you can use it, all right? I have a class about applying to jobs. Okay, good. So you've got a class about applying to jobs. Now you can maybe do 10 great ideas of things that people aren't doing when they're going through the application process. Right? Make it a no-brainer for people. Make it stuff that is easy for them to do fast and quick. And like I said, for those of you who are in my mastermind, just remind me. I will figure out some point before we hit the ending of this month so we can do that 10-day challenge so that you can do 10 different ideas, great ideas on how to create 100 posts. It was a lot of fun. We did it in May, and we're going to do it again. It's all capitals, by the way. IAMIN. All capitals. Thanks for asking that question. IAMIN. I am in all capitals. You get half off. There are 3 different ways that you can register for Back to Business, okay? Because at the end of the day, I know that there are people who are entrepreneurs and information entrepreneurs and mentors and coaches, and they don't believe in anything that is not under 500 or 1,000 or 2,000. They're the 1995 information entrepreneurs. That's not me. Hey, LaShanda, I'm promoting my subscription for 21 days. New subscriber after the first day. Awesome. I am screenshotting that. Inbox me, sistersense@gmail.com, to tell me a little bit more, okay? Inbox me, sistersense@gmail.com. I tell people that real talk, I started my business off on a floss string budget, not a shoestring. Floss string. Baby girl Billy had a couple of $1,000s saved when I moved from New York to North Carolina. So when I create content, I always commit myself to making sure that no one can come to me and I turn them away. Everybody can come to me and find a price point that works for them. So you can get the replays, you can get live in the replays, you can even get 90 days in the mastermind. But again, I'm never in a place where I go, I'm going to lock people out. You have to pay $2,000 or $5,000 to work with me or work with my people. You can pay less than $100 to get access to people who work with me, and they charge $5,000, $10,000 to work with other people. But they come and work with me and my people at a lower rate because they understand my mission, and my commitment to other women entrepreneurs who start off on a flossing budget. Okay, I know what that's like, and that's why I'm committed to helping people who are at that place. So if you go, okay, I'm ready, then I'm ready. If you go and you go, ooh, that looks good, but I can't do it, well, there's nothing else I can do for you. Because if you can't get it at a floss string budget, baby girl, there's nothing else I can do for you. But again, I do want to make sure that if anybody wants to be there, they can be there. And again, just you can use the code IMN to register. All signed up. Awesome. Welcome to the Power Circle. I'm excited to have you in there. So I mentioned a few power PDFs that you guys can take advantage of. Now let's talk about some numbers. I always love to crunch the numbers. Thank you, sweetie. Tracy says, heart it up. I always like to crunch the numbers with you guys, okay? And again, there are some people who say, LaShanda, I don't know how you sell low price point stuff. You need to charge way more, because at the end of the day, it's easy for them to charge way more. And it is faster. I mean, if you've got a $5,000 product and you got 10 people, with a $5,000 product, you got your 50,000 right there, right? But again, number one for me, I am committed to other entrepreneurs who, like myself, started off on a floss string budget. And number two, I've been doing this for many moons now, so I've learned how to just strategically start off with low price point products and build from there. Build from low price point products to 6-figure income. It's possible. You just have to learn how to do it, and bless God, I've been able to do that. Now, let's say, for example, you create a power PDF and you make it $5. So you've got a $5 ebook, you've got a $5 meal plan, you've got a $5 idea guide. Okay, I've got a few more ideas I'm going to share with you now, but I'm just going to say, let's talk about numbers for a minute. Let's say, for example, you've got something, it's $5. Let's start crunching the numbers, okay? Because some of you guys just put price points on stuff, but you don't really understand the system behind it. And yes, while I do give a lot of information at low price points, there's a system behind it, okay? It's an onion, right? Sharing is caring, absolutely, sweetie. Tweet it out, tell your followers. However, we're doing this for 21 days. This is day number 3. There's a system behind it. I teach the system, okay? But I'm telling you the surface now. If you have a $5 power PDF, and let's say you get 4 sales a day, okay? 4 sales a day, $5, do the math, $20, okay? You go $20, that's not a lot of money. But again, this is the system, right? So we're working towards a bigger system. Take the onion, peel it back. The system is what's important. So we look at that. $20, 30 days. I work in 30-day intervals, right? Okay, $20 a day for 30 days, that's $600. Let's talk about personal bills. I mean, if you're a solo entrepreneur, real talk, some of that business, some of that money you're going to invest back into your business, but some of that money you're going to put into your personal, right? That's how you sustain. Your business sustains you in your business, but also in your personal life, right? So $600, what could that be for you? A car note? Could be 2-3 bills, a cell phone bill, a water bill, a light bill. That's something, right? So just taking a $5 PDF, selling it, 4 sales a day, 30 days, that's $600. Now, let's say you do what I like to do, which is maximize your profit potential. Because Power PDFs are not big books. They don't require you to take 3, 6, 9 months, 12 months, a year to create. You could do, if you got the information in you, you can strategically put together a good Power PDF in under a month, right? So let's say you work on, which is something that I do. I like to create these at least once a quarter, at least a couple of months. I'm coming up with something new, turning them out. 5 of these. You've got $5 PDFs working for you, right? And we looked at that, $600, okay? So then you take that $600 and multiply it by 5. Well, what's 6 times 5? 30, so what is that, $3,000? If you've got $5 PDFs working for you, each of those just getting you in 4 sales a day, $3,000. I said to you, right now, it's all about the wow. It's all about me sharing wow, amazing Monetize Now ideas with you, and all about wow, this is the profit possibility of what I could potentially do if I get the content out there, if I share it with people, and I work towards my revenue goals. Am I saying that I'm guaranteeing this is going to work for you? I can't guarantee anything, but what I'm doing is fire and focus. I'm getting you focused on clear things that you can do, and I'm telling you what I do to generate revenue, because I sell PDFs on my website all day, every day. Incredible. Thank you, sweetie. I mean, I'm just crunching the numbers. I'm crunching the numbers, okay? So think about that for yourself. Like I said, in the webinar training that I'm doing on how to monetize now with Power PDFs, I've got 10 different PDFs to share with you, number 1. And number 2, I want to talk about how you can actually sell them. Girl, that's a great idea. Good. I'm glad you were excited, because I want you guys to be excited, and I want you to take the information that's in your brain and figure out how to make that work for you. Because let me tell you something. When I didn't get a job, because yes, when I came to North Carolina, I applied for several jobs. I'm a Columbia University grad. So either I was told I was overqualified, or I was told that I'm sorry, but somebody else got the job. So listen, you can always get fired from a job, or you might not even get a job. But I had to figure, hello, I'm in. Woohoo! Hello, welcome. I had to figure out what to do. So baby girl was doing services, I was creating podcasts, I was creating PDFs, and eventually I came down to North Carolina. And even though I was looking for a part-time job just to get me by, I didn't get a part-time job. But I went from living in an apartment to not living in a house making 6 figures, selling my digital content. Because again, you can get fired from a job, but you cannot get fired from your gifts. When you learn how to monetize your gifts, you will never be out of work. That is what I learned. How do you get in? You can go to backtobusiness.me to register. For the next 3 hours, you can literally get half off of registration using the code IAMIN in all caps. IAMIN. So how do you get in? Backtobusiness.me. I am in. You get access to my masterclass series, as well as the amazing speakers that I have. 12 speakers live, 4 speakers bonus on different things that you can do to monetize your revenue, monetize your revenue. No. Different things that you can do to monetize now. I got tongue-tied there for a minute. I had to get the idea straight. Different things that you can do to monetize now. That's what we're focused on, okay? So listen, I had to get off my soapbox, but I wanted to tell you, because at the end of the day, in order for you to believe that you can do this for yourself, for me, I had to see other people who were realistically doing it, okay? So getting that job, that's not what God had for me. That wasn't his plan for me. He said, girl, you're going to use your brain. You're going to use your hands. You're going to figure out how to monetize. You're going to make this work. So I was like, okay, Lord. I was building websites. I was making PDFs, selling my Power PDFs, doing my audios. One of my first podcasts was how I got paid with Google AdSense, selling and monetizing. That's how I was making money and working at home for myself. Okay, so I'm sharing with you 21 ways for you to realistically make it happen, because that's how I realistically made it happen for myself. Okay, so I've got one more way to share with you guys here, but I need to make this short and sweet, because the last one was like an hour. I think I'm close to an hour. Lord help me. These are supposed to be 30 minutes, y'all. But okay. I'm gonna do one more with you. Okay. Okay. Face like, it's okay. Faye's one of the awesome ladies in my mastermind, by the way. She's one of my Insider Circle clients. We talk all the time. She's like, it's okay. Give us more, LaShanda. Give us more. Give us more. The site again is backtobusiness.me, BACK2TO business, BUSINESS.me, and the code is I am in. I'm doing this for 21 days, and so regularly the code is 21% off. For the weekend, well, for the next 3 hours anyway, because it's just going to go for 3 hours, you get 50% off registration if you use the code. The best registration, real talk, is getting access to not only the virtual series, but my 90-day mastermind, so that you can rock out with me and my inner circle for 90 days, because we've got amazing things that we're working on. I'll tell you about that in a second. I'm going to tell you about the project we're working on this month, y'all, because Tuesdays, every other Tuesday, we have a virtual session. Next Tuesday, we're doing the next one, and we're actually going to be working on a Power PDF, one of my favorite Power PDFs, but I'll talk about that in a second. Let's get to another one that you can work on. So far, just to recap, for those who are just jumping in, I said create, number one, a great Power PDF is your own personal plan, like a meal plan, right? Especially for those who are health and wellness, that's a good idea. Number two, I said to you all, you want to think about for yourself the fact that people in your circle, they need great ideas, but they can't come up with them. So think about an area that you kill at, that people are struggling with. Come up with 7 to 10 great ideas that they can just really just take with and run with, and that's an awesome way to go. If you think this is good, you should see that what more she has. Aw, thank you, sweetie. I love my ladies. I love my Fire Starter Circle. You guys are awesome. So here's the last one, okay? This is the last one. Now, as you just saw, I literally gave you a process, right? I gave you a process. I said you want to do, number one, find an area. Number two, take one aspect of that area. Number three, for that one aspect, you want to come up with 7 to 10 great ideas, okay? That's one Power PDF. I gave you the process. I gave you the steps. I can literally take those steps and put it into a worksheet, right? I can put it into a worksheet and sell the worksheet. The how to create your own idea guide, how to monetize it, and to make money right now, right? Couldn't I create a worksheet? Yes, no, maybe so. A simple worksheet based on the process that I've created, okay? Now, some of you, I'm sure more than a few of you, hello, welcome to those who are joining, have processes that you do every single day. Processes that work for you like water. Create your worksheets and sell them as digital content. There are people online who are downloading worksheets every single day for $1, for $10, for $20, and more. There are people who are downloading worksheets. Anybody here have a worksheet that they're either selling or that's sitting on their desktop that they're doing like nothing with? Anybody have any worksheets? Number one, you can drop a yes in the comment box if you do. Number two, anybody have any worksheet ideas? Like an idea of a worksheet that you can put together and sell, okay? A worksheet that you can put together and sell that can change lives. Please join the mastermind. I joined and I feel like a kid in a candy store. Aww. Oh, you're such a sweetie. I just Snapchat. Well, not, I was about to say Snapchatted. I screenshotted that. You have several ideas. Okay, good. So remember, I just gave you an example, right? And I said, one $5 book, if you sell 4 sales a day over the course of 30 days, that could be $600 extra for you, right? If you multiply that, have 5 Power PDFs, same process, $600 times 5, that's $3,000 in revenue, right? That's the 4-figure. When you're a solo entrepreneur, first thing you want to do is see if you can get to the 4-figure, then work your way to the 5, the 6, the 7. I mean, if you start off the gates with investment and you've got big money, okay, well then out the gates go for that million, right? But if you're like most of us who start the mom and pop businesses out there, maybe you want to go from 4 to 5 and 6 and work your way up. Having these digital low price point products allow you to bring in extra money, if not primary money, into your business. Because remember, I told you guys, I'm a service professional. I'm a web designer. So that's my primary business. But having these other monetization models, they are helpful to me. Because remember, yesterday I said to you guys, I enjoy multiple streams of income. I've wanted to learn how to do them properly. Do you have a class specifically on digital content? I do. It's a class, it's called C-Rated, How to Create Cool Content into Cash Flow. Inbox me, sistersense@gmail.com. I have a class on it. I even have my own templates on how you can put together your own 20-page starter guide. So I've got lots of classes. Awesome. So anybody have to email me? I've got a couple of you guys to respond to today. My email is sistersense@gmail.com. But putting together your own worksheets is certainly a smart way to take your processes, your systems that other people want, and to sell them. Now, yes, you can sell them individually, but what you can also do is you can include them into your other services. If you're a service professional, drop a 1 in the comment box just so I can see how many service professionals are rocking out with me today. I don't know, but as a service professional, one of the things that I do is I include my templates and my worksheets inside of my training. So as I mentioned to you before, when I did my training on how to create cool content into cash flow, I had my own 20-page guide, a template, and I shared that with my audience. So number one, you can sell them individually, but number two, you can bundle them in to the other services that you offer and provide additional value to your community, okay? Additional value. So hopefully you all have enjoyed what I talked about today, because number one, I love quotes. I just love quotes. And to quote one of the amazing entrepreneurs in my circle, I mentioned to you that you want to think like a bookpreneur. If you're an author, an information entrepreneur, if you've got ebooks, there are other things that you can do other than books and ebooks. I talked about 3 great power PDFs that you can potentially create. If you want all 10, as I've mentioned before, register for backtobusiness.me. In the session on how to monetize now with power PDFs, I will share at least 10 different awesome recommendations with you, but at least you can say you got 3 of them today, so you can rock out with those if you want to. Find your power and your profits in your pen. Write that down. Find your power and your profits in your pen. I'm a writer. I've been a writer since I was a 10-year-old girl sitting in my room with my journal, with my pink journal. Y'all remember them journals with the really cheap keys, but you thought you was keeping somebody out, so you had that little key, and you were like, this is my secret. This is my secret spot. Because back in the day, writing in that little journal, find your power and your profits in your pen, okay? So if you are interested in monetizing all the amazing information that is in your head, I certainly love them. I love them too. I certainly want to share more recommendations with you as far as power PDFs are concerned over at backtobusiness.me. So feel free to register over there. And I'm definitely excited to have LaShanda Davis as one of my newest Power Circle and experts. And again, she's going to be talking about how to think like a bookpreneur. So do not hesitate to register so that you can listen to LaShanda. And she is one of the amazing 16 entrepreneurs who will be talking about how to monetize now. They had us hooked with those keys. I know, right? Little Girl Chronicles, right? We've got to tap into the little girl entrepreneur that is in all of us. So, all right, ladies and gents, that is it for me today. Again, this is day number 3, 21 ways to monetize now. 21 days, 21 ways. And as I'm doing these on Periscope, I'm jumping onto Facebook Live now so I can share with you one way to power up your business today. So if you're interested in that, you can join me over on Facebook.com/SisterSense. On my Facebook page, LaShanda Henry, so that I can talk to you about one awesome way to power up today. Yesterday, I talked about one killer way to increase visibility and sales. And today, I'm going to talk about magic numbers, my magic numbers. I love them. So, okay, join me over on Facebook Live. I'll see you guys back here on Periscope tomorrow. Have an amazing weekend. Stay safe to your continued success as well. Mwah.